Everything's in here. All of the things.
All of the things.
I just want to get these out of the boxes.
Yeah?
Like, right now. Yeah.
Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today, we're doing our RetroCon 2018 haul video.
Look at it all!
We got so much stuff!
It's so good. Okay, so.
Do you want to talk about something first?
Yes, I got a signature from the voice of Lion-O.
Larry Kenny.
Larry Kenny. And it was the coolest experience ever. He was such a nice guy. And he wrote it to me, to Erica. And it's all glary and stuff.
Thundercats. Oh!
Oh! That's to me!
I'm going to get this box out of the way here because it's so big and I'm hiding behind it. But my friend Henry, who is a big-time G.I. Joe dealer, gave me this bug box. Somebody traded it to him with the vehicle. It's a little beat up on the top and on the back, but the artwork on the front's really cool. So I figured
awesome.
I might just cut the front out and hang on to that part. But
it's pretty sweet. That's
there we
really
go.
Cool. Clearly, I got a whole bunch of Game of Thrones pops. I decided that I was going to start collecting them, and the first one that I picked up was an Unsullied Bob. I'm gonna take them out.
Okay.
Yeah. It might make this video longer, but it's okay.
It's okay.
I want to be able to see them. I've been waiting. I'm gonna check them out. Alright. So he's got his spear, he's got his shield. I like to think that he's Grey Worm anyway. You don't know who that is
I don't
yet,
know anything.
but it's okay. He's excellent. Wonderful.
I got Agog. He is a dinosaur bad guy from Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder. And he was exclusively available with like a playset or a vehicle or something like that, so he was not one you could buy in the store. He has no articulation, which is a little boring, but
yeah,
he was the main bad guy, so you kind of need him.
Nice. Next Thrones pop I picked up was Stannis Baratheon, brother of Robert and Renly Baratheon. And one thing that I really, really loved about this pop when I saw him was the expression on his face. He's just absolutely miserable and angry as he is in the show. And the armor detail's great with his house sigil on there. The flaming stag heart. It's really cool. He looks so grumpy.
Alright, my next purchase is also Power Rangers. I picked up Slizzard, who is a monster who was voiced by Bryan Cranston in the original season of Power Rangers. And my Slizzard, I dropped him and his tail broke off, so I needed a new one. So this is a replacement for...
A replacement Slizzard.
Right. And you beat a Slizzard by shooting the apple on its head with an arrow. Luckily, the Pink Ranger has a bow and arrow. It doesn't really look like an apple in the toy, but in the show you can tell it's
in the show, it's an apple.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
There
That's
you go.
how you beat him?
That's how you beat him.
His mouth opens so far.
He, like, eats some of the, like, the Ranger's weapons or something. I forget what he does in the show, but yeah, it's really weird.
That's pretty cool. I like his hands.
He's like, yeah, he's all made out of snakes. He got snake hands, his legs are made out of lots of little snakes. He's a cool bad guy.
It's very awesome. And of course, since I got Stannis Baratheon, I had to get Melisandre as well. You have met her.
I've met her.
Yeah.
She had a creepy
baby.
baby.
She's got a pop protector.
Pop protector?
I think.
Yes.
Isn't that what they're called?
That's what they're called.
That's what they're called.
If you want to keep your pops in the box, you gotta have pop protectors.
Well, I don't. But, whoop! I almost lost her. Sorry, Melisandre. She does fire things, and her hair is redder in the show. But I also like the expression on her face. It's pretty wicked, and she's got the necklace and the signature red dress, and the flame's really cool. She makes some things happen for Stannis, and I'm not going to reveal anymore because
I'm still watching.
He's still in season 2, so
sorry.
No spoilers.
Alright, the next thing I got is a monster in my pocket. This is from Series 1. It's the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is really Godzilla. We always thought it looked like him. But they came in a bunch of different colors, and this particular one, this farce green color, was never released in stores, and it was not a mail-away promotion. Apparently there were a bunch of factory samples from the factory in New Jersey, and somehow later they ended up as boardwalk prizes.
Oh my gosh,
so they're
that's
like
insane.
Extremely rare, and luckily my Monster in My Pocket hookup guy always gives me good deals on them, and this one's super rare, so I was super happy to get it.
Everyone needs a Monster in My Pocket hookup guy.
Absolutely. If you don't have one, you better get one. Forest green.
Yeah, you call him forest green. He's pine green. Alright, who's next? Let's go with Tyrion Lannister in battle armor. You haven't seen this yet either, so. But something that I really love is the scar on his face, his little battle axe. The speech that he gives in battle is absolutely amazing, and you're gonna crack up when you see it. But I absolutely had to have this version of Tyrion because he's so recognizable this way, and I also appreciate that they made the pop smaller than the other ones instead of having them all be the same size because, you know, he's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
But I love the detailing with the scar and with the axe and the armor. It was just classic Tyrion, even though he didn't have the beard yet, but still cool. It's awesome.
I picked up a Power Rangers color form set. It's still sealed in the plastic.
Still sealed.
It's a little crunchy, but I'm gonna open it. I'll probably do a review about it.
It's
crunchy like got smashed. Did you have color forms as a kid?
No.
No. They're like reusable stickers.
It's kind of sealed.
Yeah, it's not really sealed. I'm gonna open it first.
Open it!
I'm gonna do a review of it.
Oh.
It's gonna be a Saturday video sometime.
Okay.
But
Stay tuned for Saturday video.
inside, you get a little playmat area. This happens to be, I guess, Angel Grove Park.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get these color forms, which are like reusable stickers, and they cling, like window clings. And you make little scenes.
Oh, that's cool. I had that with, like, cars.
They're, like, mildly entertaining, but I have a ton of these from
Yeah.
different, like, retro brands.
Yeah, that's
and I
cool.
liked them as a kid.
I had some sort of, like, doll where you would take the clothes
Oh,
and
yeah,
change
and you
them,
could
and it was like that, like the reusable sticker type
Yeah,
thing.
they stick on windows and
Yeah.
refrigerators.
That's really cool.
TV screens when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
Yes. What do you got next?
I have the Night King. There are two versions of the Night King that I saw. This light blue one, oh my gosh, the detailing on the top of his head is so cool.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. It's insane. I saw this light blue one and there was a darker one, like a black one, but I like this one better. And look at the top of his head. Well, you're gonna see it in the close-up shot.
The darker one was like a Comic-Con exclusive or something like that.
Yeah, but I liked this one because he looked more... Ooh, that's creepy. He turned his head all the way around. Exorcist. Anyway, I like this version better because it was true to the show, and you gotta have the Night King if you're gonna collect Game of Thrones pops, which I decided I was going to do on Saturday, so I kind of went ham to start out.
I picked up a couple of Power of the Force figures for one of my friends at work's son. He is into Star Wars figures, and the last toy show I went to, I bought him a bunch of figures, and I just wanted to add to his collection. So these guys are so inexpensive; they're like great to give to kids, and they're really durable. So I got a burrito,
Nice.
the Death Star gunner. I'm trying to find him a Stormtrooper. Really, not a Stormtrooper. This was as close as I could get, and I got him Lando Calrissian just because when his mom was looking at my collection, she was dying at how buff
Oh my
Billy
gosh.
Williams is on this figure. He's got like big, huge pecs and abs and stuff. So
Yeah.
had to get him that one.
Yeah, he's super ripped. Alright, I also picked these two I'm really excited about, like equally excited about, but I'll just pick one. Okay, the Mountain. The Mountain, this one was a 2017 summer convention exclusive, so I feel like he'd be kind of hard to find, but I don't really know because I'm new at this pop protector. This is post something that happens that Kevin doesn't know about, so I can't talk about it. This is so limiting, but love the details on the armor. Do you recognize this armor? Do you know anybody in the show that wears this armor?
Is it the armor that the guys that protect the king wear?
Yes, the Kingsguard armor. So eventually, yeah. And the detailing with his eyes and the discoloration of his skin and stuff is so cool. He looks absolutely amazing, and I can't even explain why it happened.
I need to watch more of the show.
I'm working on it. I am. But this Mountain Pop was a great pickup because of just everything about it. There's a...
He's tall, too.
He is very tall. Well, he's the mountain.
Right, but I mean, like you were talking about the scale with the pops.
Right,
he's
right,
taller than the other pops.
Right. Next to Tyrion.
It's cool.
He's giant. He's like a whole head taller than him.
I got Battle Armor Skeletor as a pop. And he came with a pop protector, too. And I was trying to get this guy... Ooh, this is like a different one. How do you open this pop protector?
I don't know.
There we go. You're not
I'm
good
terrible
at
at opening things.
So, jeez, now I know everything. So, Battle Armor Skeletor Pop came out around the time that Toys R Us was closing, and I blame the poor distribution of the clearances on why I couldn't find him when he came out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking for him since like the end of the beginning of summer, I guess. So, this is the second version of Skeletor.
Wow.
When my very first pop ever was Heman and She-Ra. She-Ra. There was a Skeletor pop at the time, and I didn't get him because I didn't see him, and then he became like super rare, those first ones. So the only way to get a Skeletor is now they released Battle Armor Skeletor, which was the second figure version of him.
Right.
So on the original toy, if you click the chest plate of his armor with another like accessory, it spins around and gets like a slash on it, and you hit it again, it gets a second slash. It's kind of a fun gimmick as a kid.
That's really cool.
So that's Battle Armor Skeletor.
That's the only thing that I'm angry that you got at RetroCon, because now I have to think of something else to get you for Christmas.
Erica was trying to find me one.
I was looking for one, and he beat me to it, and I'm so mad.
She was busy looking at Game of Thrones pops to look at the He-Man ones.
Obviously. Then I wanted to get him for you, but then...
Wow.
Go get it. We have Berger, Dondarrion, and this one is a Fall 2018 convention exclusive, so this here just came out.
Tricky to find, they said, although we saw a fair amount at the con, but those people are like...
I saw like 2, but they're
on top of their game of hunting down the rare ones.
They are. They really are. And the prices change from booth to booth, so you have to like go back and forth and compare them and see if you can get a better deal. But this is him.
He's cool looking.
He's got the flaming sword. He's got the eye patch. He's got the scars everywhere. He's part of the Brotherhood, which they're currently looking for.
Right.
In season 2. Oh my gosh. It's the coolest thing. I wish that this like glowed in the dark though. That'd be
neat. But it's translucent. I don't know if they can do...
It is
maybe they can do glow in the dark translucent. I don't know.
Boom.
Is that a spoiler?
No.
Oh.
It would be cool though, but no.
The next thing I got was another pop, and this is a pretty rare pop as well. This is a Smugglers Bounty exclusive, and Smugglers Bounty was a monthly subscription box run by Funko that was all Star Wars themed. And I used to get Legion of Collector boxes, which were DC themed. I don't know how to get this out. These pop protectors are stumping me. But there's a tab here. This one's weird. Both of mine were different from each other. I don't know. I might not be able to get them out. You're having fun with this. There we go.
There it is.
So, you probably don't even know anything about Blue Snaggletooth. Blue Snaggletooth, I gotta give you a little history.
Alright.
So,
lay it on me.
In 1977, when they made Star Wars action figures, they gave Kenner Toys black and white pictures of the characters from a movie that hadn't come out yet. And they said, here, make these toys.
Right.
So they had sculptors making figures. Some of the pictures were just like from the waist up, from like the weird aliens at the bar. And this one character called Snaggletooth, they made him like as tall as everybody else, and they just decided he wore boots, and they decided his outfit was blue.
Yeah.
And then they went back and they're like, no, he's a short guy with furry feet and he's red.
Oh.
But they already put out a blue figure as like this Christmas special thing through Sears. And that blue Snaggletooth Star Wars figure is one of like the rare Star Wars figures.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he's really neat, and it's just kind of like a fun footnote, and I like getting any versions, like any homages to that. So this was, you had to subscribe.
Is he a bobblehead?
What's that?
Is he a bobblehead?
Yeah, all the Star Wars ones are bobbleheads.
Nice.
They have to be for licensing. They can't be action figures.
I love the bobblehead though. That's
They also
so cool.
come with removable stands.
Nice.
But so...
Look at his nose.
I always like his silver space boots.
They're great.
So I always collect different versions of the blue Snaggletooth because I think the story is ridiculous.
That is a great story. We're gonna go with this lovely dragon right here.
Ooh.
Rhaegal. He's the green one.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Viserion this size at home. Thank you for the birthday gift.
He's in the Merchantville Toy Hall video.
Yes. Oh. Wow. That is a lot of vinyl. And the detailing is so good on the scales and on the teeth, and I can't wait to put him next to Viserion. Now I just need Drogon. His wings aren't really supposed to move, but they kind of bend a little bit. And I can't tell if the tail...
I don't think so. I think it's just a mold line.
Just mold, blah, blah, blah. Mold line. Anyway, I have so many predictions about things to happen with Rhaegal in the next season that I cannot share with you. But I'd love to share with you guys. But also I can't in case, there's some viewers out there like Kevin who haven't seen everything yet. So I will keep them to myself until I can finally explode.
Maybe if we get caught up, we could make a video about your theories before the season.
Yes, when we get caught up.
When,
a
not
lot
if,
of them.
when. Okay.
That's right.
Good.
It's ambitious, but
I'm gonna do a couple autographs in a row.
Do it.
You're gonna run
yeah,
out of
I
stuff.
have 2 left.
I got Gary Chalk to sign a 2000X Man-at-Arms figure. This came out in 2002. He was the voice of Optimus Primal in Beast Wars, which he voiced in the RetroCon commercial that I did. And because I'm not a huge Transformers fan, but I love He-Man, I wanted to get a He-Man character signed by him. So that's Man-at-Arms. And I got Greg Berger, who is probably most famous for voicing Grimlock from Transformers, the T-Rex. Yep. But I got him to sign Spirit, the Native American from G.I. Joe, who I thought was so cool as a kid. Because in the cartoon show, he fought the ninja Storm Shadow all the time.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen in the comics. There was a G.I. Joe ninja. But for some reason, because the G.I. Joe ninja doesn't talk, they didn't use him in the cartoon hardly at all. So for some reason, Spirit was able to fight like karate with him. And it was awesome as a kid.
That's so cool.
And he had a pet eagle, which I love the guys that have pets as a kid. Greg signed that for me. And then another voice actor who I didn't think I was ever going to get a chance to meet because she doesn't do a lot of shows. B.J. Ward, who was the voice of Scarlet.
And Velma, as I learned.
Yeah. And Princess Allura from Voltron. She drives the Blue Lion, even though she wears a pink uniform.
Okay.
So B.J. Ward came to the con. She was actually a replacement. Melody Britt was going to be there, the voice of She-Ra, and she had to cancel. And so luckily they were able to get some other guest in, and so that's my autograph from B.J. Ward.
So cool. Also, I just love redhead characters.
Yeah, should I share this too? I'm not sure how this is going to work out with glare, but we might have to cut to close up. But I also took this picture.
There you go.
It's a print of every G.I. Joe from 1982 to 1987, which was the years of the original cartoon show. And I've been collecting signatures from voice actors, so BJ, Gary, and Greg all signed this for me, and Sergeant Slaughter.
Boom! Right there.
I didn't take a figure for Sarge to sign because I actually got him to sign a figure when he was at RetroCon years ago, but I hadn't started this collection yet, so I added him to this.
Meeting him was like, it was the coolest thing.
It's really cool,
ever.
and he's like super intimidatingly big, but he's really nice.
Yeah, he's huge and super nice. Like, I feel like I'm going to the principal's office, like, when I go up to the table.
I told him that I used my picture with him from the last RetroCon as a Christmas card one year, and he was cracking up. So that's good.
That's awesome. All right, so I guess you should do those two together. So I'll do these two.
Okay.
Together.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start with this giant white. Oh no. Oh, I got it quicker than you.
It's a bigger package.
I got it quicker than you. It has the tab. It had the tab.
So we saw this guy at a lot of booths with a very wide price range. And he is, somebody said he was a Comic-Con exclusive. That's what it says on the front? What is that?
2018 spring.
Okay, so he is a con exclusive. Ooh, he looks awesome.
Look at that. He has no idea what this is.
I have no idea, but it's really wicked cool looking.
Yeah, he's one of the whites, and you know that the whites are in the army by the Night King, and he goes like this, and they all raise from the dead, and then they go around and kill people and stuff. And this is a giant one. It's just really big. That's
okay.
All,
okay. I got you.
He's just really big. That's all. He's just a really big guy. Anyway, that's all I can say about that. This is one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones, and his name is 1-1. And I can't avoid any spoilers here with him because of...
He looks like he gets Boromired.
Because of all of the arrows sticking out of him. But I won't tell you where they came from. Broke my heart when it happened. But the detail on these guys especially is so good, especially with what they're wearing and all of the arrows, except for the one that goes into his eye. They didn't put that one. Anyway, really, really cool figures. When I decided that I wanted to start collecting Game of Thrones pops, I wanted to pick ones out that were super recognizable. Because with a lot of pops, sometimes, especially just with people, they just look like regular people. Like, I wanted something that stood out about each of the characters that you could be like, oh yeah, that's definitely Stannis Baratheon. Like, that's who it is. So, the ones that I picked up all have really unique and distinct features. And I'm really excited to keep building it. And building it and building it and building it. Might have to make me some shelves.
There are a lot of Game of Thrones pops.
Tons. Everybody was telling me, man, that's pretty ambitious to start a collection and to pick Game of Thrones to do it for. But this is what I'm most passionate about right now. It's really, really fun. Anyway, these pops were cool. I got 10 to start out with for my haul.
So on Saturday when I was walking around, we were walking around with my buddy Chris, I think, right? We were with Chris. Chris has a channel called Long's Toys, if you ever want to check that out. And we came across this knockoff tiger. And, I mean, it looks like a He-Man tiger, basically, like Battle Cat.
Yeah.
And some people know that Battle Cat actually came from another toy line called Big Jim. And there was a tiger in that line.
Big Jim.
Big Jim. He was like a competitor to G.I. Joe. And, in fact, after I bought this guy, every time as somebody would see it in my hand, they would go, oh, is that the Big Jim tiger? And I was like, no, look, he's hollow. It's a knockoff. They took a Big Jim tiger or a Battle Cat and put him in a mold, made a mold of him, and made this. So this is this really junky knockoff. This is the Big Jim tiger.
Oh, you have the Big Jim tiger. You're hiding it. I didn't even know.
So you can see it's very different, but just at a quick glance, you know, you're like, oh, that's the Big Jim tiger. But they're very different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, look at the face.
Right. Oh my gosh, the eyes on this one are ridiculous.
So funny.
So, anyway, I showed this to Pixel Dan.
Right.
I told him that there was also a white tiger there. Because I was debating between the two. I kind of liked... The white tiger was more exotic, but the paint was even worse. Like, they're heavily played with. So I told Dan. Dan went back and bought the white tiger. And then the guy told us that there was other knockoff tigers he had. And that if we came back tomorrow, he might have them. So I went back, and when I went there, he had this fabulous... knockoff.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Can you see that, like, the light goes right through the plastic? Like, it's crazy. Like,
oh my gosh.
And then the saddle and the hat, the helmet that don't really fit, and they're molded in one piece, and his eyes are ridiculous.
He's cross-eyed. He's cross-eyed this way.
So just as a matter of comparison, I don't want to steal Dan's, it's comparison time, but here is, put his saddle back on real quick.
One piece.
Alright, the real one and bootleg.
Oh my gosh. So good.
The real one and the bootleg. Like, it's ridiculous. So, I think the tigers are my favorite pickups from
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
I wasn't planning on buying knockoffs, but they're just too fun to not.
They're so good. They're so good. That's awesome. So, we got a lot of stuff this weekend, and I wasn't really expecting to get all of the things, but I was really excited to get all of the things. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It was so much fun.
I got to give a special shout out to Rose and Tony that organized RetroCon.
Yes,
they
thank
did such
you,
a great
Rose
job.
and Tony.
We had so much fun. We volunteered on the first shift. And then the rest of the time we got to shop around and hang out with Pixel Dan, Dan Larson from Toy Galaxy.
Got lunch and dinner with those guys, hung out.
A bunch of our friends, Nick and Jen and Mike Bro. It was a good time at the con.
Yeah, it was really, really great. And we got to see the concert at night
Yes.
with Pixel Dan. Like, we were just hanging out at this concert with them, and it was the coolest experience ever.
The Cybertronic Spree, the Transformers, they're awesome.
They were so good.
So if you haven't seen our con vlog, make sure you look for that, the RetroCon 2018 con vlog.
Are we gonna put a link in the description?
Well, we'll put a card here somewhere. Yeah, go check it out
Here?
wherever
Over
it
here?
is. I don't know.
Over your face.
Over my face.
Right there.
Mm. You want to get us out of this video?
Not really.
Make sure to like, subscribe, check out our other videos.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Love you guys. Look at them all. They're so good. This autograph is so neat too. Now to put them back and off the boxes.